To summarize what we learned from the storybook, number one, you said when you ask something from God, you have to be very specific. It's very good to ask for the main problem so that it solves other problems, right? And then the second thing we learned, this is the story of the blind Jesus and the blind man. And the second thing that we learned is if you're very faithful, Jesus will heal you or will answer your prayers. What else? What else did we learn here?
We learned that no matter, even the harder you try, then like if you have also aka if you have a lot of faith, that Jesus will help you. Even if people start shushing you, telling you it just won't work, you still gotta keep pushing till it happens.
Yes.
And when it does, you gotta say thank you as much as you can.
Yes, that's right. We saw that when the blind man, he was shouting to Jesus when he was teaching in the crowd and people were shushing him, but he kept talking to Jesus and pleading to him because he had so much faith. And then he was so strong, and we call that baby conviction. When you really believe in something, when you have 100 times faith, it's the word is conviction, right? He had so much conviction that Jesus was forced to say, "What do you want? Come here." Right? You're very persistent. You're very convicted. What do you want? Come here. And then, when Jesus asked him what he want, he was very specific. I want my blindness to be healed. So that's what we want to be with Jesus. We want to pray with so much belief, and then we have to be very specific. Okay? And then what happened, baby? Here's the third thing, no? God and Jesus, they or he approves prayers if it gets you to heaven. That's the main condition, right? So, what happened when his eyes healed? Diba you said he started thanking Jesus, right? What else happened to the blind man when he started seeing?
Well, all of his problems were solved, and like he didn't have to solve his problem one by one.
Yes.
Just fix one problem, then the rest are solved.
Yes. And remember, why did he want his eyes to be healed?
Because his eyes were giving him a hard time, and he couldn't get a job because he wouldn't know what he was doing, and he didn't know anybody he knew.
Exactly. So he wanted his eyes to be healed because he wanted to work, right? If, for example, he wanted his eyes to be healed so that he could steal things or he could do bad things, God will not approve that. Okay? But God knew, Jesus knew that kasi they can see into the future, di ba? So they knew that if they heal this blind man's eyes, he will do good things that lead him to heaven. Okay? Only God and Jesus really know what we're gonna do when they answer our prayers. Okay? So that's the story of the blind man. We love it because it rhymes, it's got great pictures, and it tells such a simple and powerful story. Good night. And do you want to say one more thing before?
Yeah.
What did you think?
It was good story.
Good story, right? And it just ended at it's not too long, it's just perfect. Okay. This book was given to us by Tita Beng, Lola Tita Beng. It was from Abby and Renzo. What did you say, baby?
This is the last page.
Oh yes, that's the last page.
I don't really know why, but it is.
So tomorrow night we're gonna read the next story because Tita Beng sent us a lot. Okay?
Even though we've already read them.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Tita Beng. And thank you for the author who wrote this book and for the graphic artist who designed the pictures. Thank you and good night.
Daddy, look, the front and back are the same picture.
Oo nga no. And then they did one book with it. Oh my God, that is so... Where's the blind man? Ayun. And Jesus saw him. Wow, awesome. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
This is Reiko at 8 years old August 2024.
Thank you to Alice Joyce Davidson. Well, you.
Yeah, Alice Joyce Davidson is the one that made it rhyme and told the story, so that's so difficult to do.
Alice.
Oo nga, no? So that's her. The girl in the story is Alice, so maybe that's the
Alright,
author.
special thanks to Alice Joyce Davidson and Victoria Marshall.
Yes, Victoria Marshall, for using your talents to tell the story of Jesus further, and also Alice to tell it better to kids. Thank you and goodbye. Good night.